Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. This is EFL. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you will be updated for the next videos that we will be uploading in the coming days. And now we will have our monthly, our predictions for the month of May for our love teams, Kathniel, Lizquen, and Jadine. So before that, let's just read our reminder or caveat about the nature of predictions for the information of our viewers. So predictions are not 100% accurate. All predictions are for entertainment purposes only, and no guarantee can be given as the accuracy of a reading. Predictions do not replace professional, medical, legal, or business opinion and advice. It will not force you to follow a particular course of action or attempt to exert any form of control over your free will and common sense. Any decisions made or actions taken by you as a result of the predictions are your sole responsibility and have not been forced upon you by me. I assume no legal liability for any damages, losses, or other consequences of any client or viewer's decisions subsequent to or based on the predictions. Please use your own common sense and judgment at all times. Viewers and clients' discretion is advised. Okay, so we now proceed with our predictions for the month of May for our love team, and let's start. Okay, so let's now start with Kathryn Bernardo. So for the month of May, there are two parts for Kathryn. On the first part, we are going to be seeing Kathryn to be quite street smart. She'll have supportive fellow stars. She'll be able to deliver good results, and she'll have the desired attention. And there will be good options for her. And this could lead to being elegant at this time. There will be good enhancements as well as enjoyment. There will be presence of her direct supporters. She will have better image and she will have good experiences. However, there's just this energy of potential rudeness or being disloyal. And we are also noting some very intimate moments and as well as noted abuse, although she will be very attractive at this time. So it's like there is a nice creation, there are proper spending that we are seeing for Kat, and she will enjoy lively places. She will have claims that will be very supported, and again, she'll have good options. However, there might be some issues with a male person. The rivals are quite strong. Their public relations could be problematic, as well as some business partnerships, and there will be conflict due to some egos, and the energy is quite for the losses of Kath, so that should be checked. There are also noted poor risk taking and lost opportunities, and again the bad business venture. She could be subject to as well as gossips and some huge wealth losses, but at least these not so nice stuff can give her better education, and at the same time she will still enjoy some holiday places. There will still be direct supporters seen, and there will be better image. Health wise, she might be subjected to some restlessness and overindulgence and have low energy and could have also emotional issues, so she should rest at this time. And the second part, still there might be some there are issues potential related to some female person, also some social media issues, even endorsements and bad connections. So it's like there's an unhappy home or workplace, some distorted view and stresses. It's because of some difficult fighters, risky activities, issues with bosses and non-compliances. However, there's a male no, not however. Also, it could be added by some male person issues. Again, the rivals are there, some public relations, and this could have long-term effect for Kath. Even there's a problematic business partnership that we're seeing. Again, the low energy and emotional issues for health is seen again, so she needs to really check on that. And there's an energy of betrayal from the close people at work due to overtrusting, and this could involve some strong rivals, risky work, and some gossips. It could lead to being forced or being scripted, and there would be little work done. Could be some poor showmanship and a little career misfortune. But on the personal note, we are seeing some romance, quite romantic. There could be a good close child or younger person relations. There's good storytelling, and better experiences and good choices. So she'll be very likable on a personal matter, and there will be good expressions and general prosperity for Kath on the month of May. Next, we go to Danielle Padilla. So, there will be a time, first half of part of May, he will be open minded. There are nice changes, good vision, good assets, and general wealth gains. And there's like an activity that would lead to having nice identity, better comrades, good social media, good endorsement, and good connection. So, initially, we're seeing him to be very charismatic. There are good female person relations, good competitiveness, and nice public relations. However, it might lead to poor risk taking and lost opportunities, even poor expansion and some gossips. However, we're seeing some nice colleagues, better team building, so not that bad. He will have nice in maintaining his own stand, and again, the wealth gains are still here, and also there are better deals. He'll better entertainment. He'll be able to estimate well, and there will be good clubs, and he will have a good winning energy. On the next period, still within the month of May, of course, there will be a tendency to be unimpressive, poor education, even financial planning concerns, and a time in which he would be generally unsupported. It could lead to being unimaginative and destruction of some stuff, and having some bad story, being doing some poor artistic works and some bad choices. It could even it's just like there's an activity that can lead to some legalities involved, and it's like because of some poor enhancements or bad experiences or some written arguments that could affect his benefactors. There's also a tendency to overlook stuff, miscalculation, again, the issues with benefactors we're seeing and some unknown adversaries. However, at least we're seeing some good businessman interactions, good changes. He still can get better assets, and there are general wealth gains. There will also be a period in which there is that lack of intuition. He could be discouraging. Again, the issue with the sponsors and some bashers. But again, this can teach him to be straightforward. At least we're seeing some good managers that will assist him, and there is still consistent work income that we're seeing. On a personal note, we are noting some quarrels and disputes, so could also have some problematic healing or unable. Well, there's lack of assistance, and there's even some spiritual issues, emotional promises, and bad experiences. Health wise, just need to check his mental health. His could even be the respiratory, and his energy is quite low at this time. And then on the later part of May, again, that miscalculation is so there, so he needs to check because it can lead to some lost opportunities and being gossiped. This could be long term if he's not careful, and it will affect his social circle, to work, and to his personal matters. It's like there could be another betrayal of close people at work. It could be some unknown adversaries or some seniors or issues with seniors that could lead to bad performance. Okay, we now go to Nadine Lustre. As for Nadine, uh, okay, so first she will be quite open-minded in the month of May. There will be nice changes, there are good visions, and of course, wealth gains we're seeing. And she's very good in recognizing opportunities at this time. There are good expansion and business ventures, and she'll be talked about positively. There's also good male person relations, good public relations, and better business partnership. However, just be careful because she might also overlook some stuff. She might have some clouded thoughts and some lavish items, and could even have bad experiences. It can lead to some poor operations or being stagnant or some asset issues. So just check on this because these have long-term effect for Nadine. And then we're seeing her to be initially charismatic, very competitive, Nadine, and there are good agreements that are seen due to her humility. However, it might lead to, if not being careful, some poor enhancements, some bad experiences, could even experience some unpleasant holiday places and being generally unsupported. It's like there could be some mediocre mentors. She could become unreliable and the lack of improvement. They are referring to some not good references and could affect some sponsors. And not just sponsors, it seems that there's an unsuccessful project that would affect her music and her entertainment. And she would end up being unproductive. There will be work biases and bad career choices. Health wise, check also her mental health and her respiratory as well. And then, again, she become charismatic, having good male person relations, very motivating, and will have a winning energy on the third part of May. And then there are good authorities that we're seeing. She can fix and improve stuffs. There would be general good fame. However, there might be tendencies of being demanding, and there are just very difficult arrivals and risky activities at this time. On a personal note, it's mixed because she will have good love relations, and she seems to be very protected. She'll have pleasure, and she's quite action oriented personally. While at the same time, there could also be some still husband concerns or lover concerns, some rules that might be broken, some chaos and non-approvals. So it's really mixed for her personal and her health. Just be check on her diet, not be too strict about it, and avoid being avoid having a compromised lifestyle. Okay. Go to James Reid. So we're seeing initially there is like good officer relations. There will be good improvements, compliances, and general good fame. However, there are noted strong rivals, some risky work, some pain at work, even gossips. However, at least he will have supportive female persons at work and good teammates, even good deals. And the winning energy is still there. We're seeing some unhappy home or being stressed at home. Could be because of some lonely wife or lover and due to his actions. It's like there could be some. Initially, there will be some good younger person relations and good approvals. There would be what's this? Follow rules are being followed and things are quite in order. However, it he might become impatient, could have eventual issues with a close child or younger person, some danger or pain. So he needs to be careful at this time. Yeah, again, it's emphasized he might become impatient. There's a close child or younger person issues, the personal gossip, but at least we're seeing him to be quite adaptive. There is still this close female person relations that could assist him. There in and in relation to some accidents, at least it would not be that bad because we're seeing his health to be still in generally good. Still has good stamina, but still be careful because it can be fatal if you're not being careful. Next, we'll be seeing James to be formidable and quite adaptable. There are good results in his high risk activities, and he might have some grand fame, we could say. Just be careful in overlooking some stuff and miscalculations, and because it might lead to bad experiences. So, yeah, he will really take good risks. There are good opportunities and wealth gains, and it can give him good enhancements and better image. However, he might have that feeling of being afraid at work. It could involve some gossips and petty people. Again, the accidents if not being careful. So be careful, really. There are good artistic and music we're seeing, and good work process being objective and good choices. However, just be careful because the marketing might not be good, the strategy might not be good, and it could lead to lost opportunities. We will be seeing James to be traveling more and he'll just be moving too much. He'd like to achieve something, but it's quite difficult and he becomes impatient. It could involve some managers and even lovers at work, and it could impact his work and deals. On a personal note, there's a quick personal activity that could give him some good lover relations and being relaxed and good. It's a good time for him to own something personal at this time. What else? So the good creativities there. There's still fans and supporters and wonderful experiences that we are seeing for James. Careful on the non-compliances though, and for his health, again the diet and also the compromised lifestyle that he just needs to watch out for. We go to Enrique Hill. So, on the first part, we're going to be seeing him a little bit ashamed. There's a tendency to be ashamed of a past event because they might be judged at this time. It's like having some inferiority complex, but still, he's very attractive, though with some dangers. So, be careful because it might lead to some destruction or a story that's not good, could be biased and have some bad choices and some unhappiness if not being careful. We're also noting some issues with a male person, some social media issues, even some endorsement issues and general wealth losses. It could further lead to some issues with some bosses or the environment is quite strict and there are noted non-compliances. At this time, there he could be discouraging others and quite unsociable. The lifestyle is quite lavish and some not so nice options on a personal note. He could be impatient. There could be issues with a close child or a younger person. Potential accident or danger if not being careful. And his health would be needs to check his eyes, nose, and tongue because if it's not being careful, it could have long-term effect. Um, Still, on a personal note, he could have some self-doubt. There could be issues with a close male person, some personal items that would have some concerns. Again, the emphasis of the a close younger child, close child or younger person is there. Some rules that are broken and some refusals. Again, the health could be having some loss of balance or problematic nerves, and also his eating. He also needs to check that one. And then uh, it's like he could have a time in which he could be unimpressive. There are poor enhancements, not so nice experiences, lack of assistance, generally unsupported. So these stuff could have some long-term effects. So he just needs to be more aware. At work, there could be some betrayal from close people because of trusting too much. However, it seems to be for his own favor. It involves some managers, colleagues, male persons, and some lover because it can lead to some better projects for him, general wealth gains, and even better identity. So, yeah, it's quite favorable for him at this time. We go to Liza Soberano. So, first, we're seeing some good trending. There are good long term investments. They're still benefactors, many fans and supporters, and wonderful experience. However, careful because there are tendencies to not be able to deliver the good results, some overspending, and some misfortune noted. On a personal note, there could be some spiritual insights that we're seeing for her. There are emotional fulfillment and personal supporters, so it's still very good. And then we are noting some difficult enemies, some risky activities, and could be talked about negatively. And this involves some issues with other artists. Could have some unwanted attention and some mediocre launching, so just be careful on that. Again, similar to Enrique, she could be ashamed of a certain past event. This could affect your confidence. It would involve some lover, some enemies, some investor and business owners. This could affect her opportunities and could lead to risky stuff and general bad fame. It could have long-term effect for her. And then we're also seeing some changes due to some instability. It's like some opposing forces or enemies or artists, even a child or a younger person. And this can affect her creativity and entertainment and even her options. We're also seeing an energy of betrayal that could lead to being angry. It will involve some rivals, some seniors, some benefactors, and some authorities. It could affect her supporters, and she could be talked about negatively at this time. There is at work changes again due to some instability. The rivals are strong. Their work is quite risky. She could be robbed of opportunities and will have big gossips. It will affect her artistry, and she might be biased at work as well. On a personal note, there seems to be an unsuccessful romantic activity that could lead to some lover concerns, and it could affect her personal joy and expression. She could become impatient and it could lessen her likability. So and be careful as well on some potential danger or pain, because it might affect her eyes, nose, or tongue, and her personal lifestyle. Okay, I think that would be all for now. So we've read the Liskin, the Kathniel, and the Jadine. So once again, thank you. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.